Hey everyone, today for stretch, we are focusing on activating our glutes at home without weights. And if you have weights, that's awesome. So the good thing is you don't have to have them to start waking up your back body and your glutes to support your lower back, really your entire body. So many people that I see with lower back pain, there is a common prescription or belief to tighten the core, which if that works for you is amazing. And do what works for you. That's the bottom line. Like no matter what a massage therapist, a yoga teacher, anybody, any of us say to you, what feels best and good to you and your body is number one. And if you find that like tightening your core hasn't been effective like 100% or you're just not where you want to be, activating your glutes may help. I have seen it firsthand in people with back problems. Several of my clients at Rise, by weight training and or activating their glutes, have found relief from back pain because ultimately the glutes support the lower back and are the strongest muscles in the body. So from sitting down 8-9 hours away with our 9 hours a day in our work culture, that is, for the most part, on a mass cultural level, very sedentary. So it's kind of like keeping the animal alive in our bodies, right? And listening to where we feel pain as a call to strengthen our body and strengthen areas and relax others to support our body. So for this stretch, we're going to focus on awakening the muscles of our back body, specifically our glutes. So a great beginning technique, really for any level or like wherever you're at, to feel the activation of your glutes is by doing this. Okay, very simple. You will not need props for this one. So let me adjust again. I'm in quarantine by myself, so I don't have a camera crew. All right, knees bent forward. My feet are a little wider than hip width apart. So I'm focusing on pressing my toes down into the earth. I'm even playing with rocking my body weight forward. And I am widening my knees this way, apart. And by this slight movement, you should be able to feel your glutes widening and activating. From here as well, I am lifting my chest, even lifting the back of my rib cage and the back of my heart. The opposite of this posture we often have when we look at our phones, our computers. I'm starting to sit up. So I know my shirt's kind of big so you can't see. So here you can start to see my lumbar curve, the natural curve of my lower spine. So here, turning to an angle so you can see more, I'm going to place my palms, my hands on the outside of my knees. I notice too as I bend more, I can feel my glutes activating. Basically, my hamstrings, my whole back body through here. So you can play with the intensity of it. The good thing about being on a wooden floor too is my feet are in place. So I'm widening even my whole foot, both of my feet, pressing my knees into my hands. And yeah, glutes are firing. So this is what we want to start to do to wake up the glutes to support the lower back. You may even feel your calves start to activate, your hamstrings, whole lower back body to support. Okay, and then stand up, keeping your chest lifted. So now I'm going to basically practice this on all fours in a pose called cat-cow if you practice yoga. If you don't, that's okay too. So from here, come down to my knees, and I walk my hands forward. I can even widen my knees here to activate my glutes as well. I'm pressing my palms. The palm mounds through here to keep my chest lifted, my heart lifted. Now I'm going to hover my right leg. You might be able to hear me out of breath already. And I push through my feet and widen through my right knee out to the side for a 3, 2, and 1. I lower down. You can hold that for a minute if you want and get really intense with it. And then now I keep the strength through my arms, the lift of my rib cage, and I hover my left leg, pushing out through my left toes, widening out through my left knee. Notice if you're holding your breath. Come back to your breath. And I lower left knee down. Now I hover both knees off the earth. I look forward and I take a jump. Okay. You can also do this standing, which is fun too. If you have kids, this could be a fun thing to get them onto. Okay, so I know you can't see my feet. We just practiced it, so you probably got it. I'm bending my knees forward. I've already started that motion of widening my feet, my knees out. I float my arms up like a V. Now I shift my weight to my left knee, and you can see that I'm pulsing, I'm bouncing, I'm moving. So I'm inviting a lightness in my body, even when it can feel hard, when the posture that I'm doing can feel challenging. So my arms are lifted and I'm lifting my rib cage up, even the back of my rib cage. Now I lower my left hand out to the right side of my knee, and just like we did earlier, I'm gonna push my right knee into my right hand and widen out even through my left knee, my standing knee. I'm keeping my chin lifted, pushing out through my right toes, my left toes into the earth. I can even pulse here. You could even hold this for a minute if you wanted. Make a little game out of it. And then lower right leg down. Okay, let's switch sides. I shift weight to my right leg. However, I don't want to dump it all on my right leg. I want to try to, what I'm doing in my body in this moment is trying to support even through the left leg that's lifting and through my rib cage. So there's a even distribution of lift through the body. Once again, I'm lifting through the whole rib cage like somebody could pick me up, and I'm reaching my arms forward. My fingers are slightly bent, kind of like I'm pulling up on a handlebar. So as I have that lift in my upper body, I float my left leg off of the earth. Widen your left knee into your left hand, pull your chest up. Widen through your right knee. Push out through your left toes, your right toes. So no matter what left foot is doing or left leg is doing, the same energetically is happening on the right. I lift up through my chest, push out through my toes, and pulse, widening for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Okay. So from here, I'm gonna take even a wider squat this time. And sitting back, kind of like a football player stance. I've never played football, but this kind of looks like what they do. It's like a wider stance. And this time, I'm gonna do some squats. See if you can land lightly on your toes. Widening through your knees, through the glutes, keeping your chest lifted. 2 more times. And we're done. You probably feel it on your quads too. So, thank you so much. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.